I have just logged into my WordPress account, and when you log in, it takes you by default into the reader section. Here again, that is because by default, WordPress was established as blogging software. Transfer over to my sites, I can see my default site, and I have a lot of other tools here. I can see statistics, I can see the plan I have. Because this is a blog, if I wanted to add a blog post, I merely click add. Should I wish to add a page, and I do have pages on my blog, I can click add. There's the title. I can put my content here. It shows me there's a visual editor. I can go into the HTML. There are some other settings here. You can see all your pages at once. So here I have 3 pages in addition to the home page, which is the blog post. So my home page is set as the blog. I can create drafts and keep them. I can also delete things and have a copy of that in the event that I want to undelete it. Here's where you can go in and customize your theme. You can add different types of plugins, such as sliders. There's your administrative panel and settings. This is where you would go to add a domain name. So when I click on, once you have a WordPress account set up, you can set up as many websites or blogs as you like. So here, when I click switch site, I see that I actually have 3 in here. Should I wish to add a new site, I very likely can. So here is one of the sites that I created, and there really isn't anything to it. So if I wanted to add a page, and I'll call this page About My Owner. I can preview. And I can publish. And here's what I have. Notice I do have a couple pages here in my navigation. This was the new page About My Owner. This was just a little test thing that I was doing for this template. Notice it automatically added it to the navigation. And here we are. It keeps the same image. However, I could change that should I wish to do that. So since it opened in a new tab, I will close that. Here is a list of all the pages. There's About My Owner, which I just added. I can edit, view, trash. You can copy the content and use it for another page. When I click on themes, it tells me my current theme. And should I wish to customize that layout, I can. So I can set default fonts. There's my header image. This is where you would customize the navigation menu. In the settings, you can set the general title, icons, and finally you have your profile, account settings, any purchases that you might have made, some other settings that you might need to adjust.